What's going on, guys? Andrew here. In today's video, I'm going to go over all the things that I think you have to do personally in order to master the science of achievement. So the first thing is you must start from a place of being aligned with your spirit and who you actually are, as opposed to your ego. And I've talked a lot about this. I'll put the link to the video right here. But in summary, your spirit's the part of you that makes you unique from everyone else playing the rat race games. Your spirit is the part of you that has a soul and transcends this life. Your spirit's the part of you that you're connected to when you're reflecting back on your life when you're 80 years old. Your ego is the part of you who's comparing yourself to others, who's putting all the importance on winning the games and raising up the hierarchies and making a ton of money. And there's nothing wrong with doing those things, but doing well at those games should be a result of developing your spirit. The second personal thing you have to do, after you're aligned with your spirit, you must establish a list of character traits that you value most when you're living your absolute best life in accordance to your spirit and what makes you unique. What character traits do you have? Who are you? What does the best version of you look like? You're the type of person that is blank and does X, Y, and Z. What do you do? An example would be, in my best life, I'm being authentic, I'm vulnerable, I'm consistently expanding and growing who I am. I live with flow, and while I'm making a living, I'm doing what I want and I'm doing what I'm good at. And I'm providing value to other people and I'm serving other people. The third personal thing, as somebody with these character traits that you value most and that you hold most dear while in alignment with who you actually are, your spirit, what life are you going to be living? A lot of times, the right move of what you should choose for your life based off of these ideal character traits that you are going to embody is right in front of your face. For example, if you want to be an entrepreneur and your older brother is an entrepreneur doing X, Y, and Z successfully, maybe you have a natural inclination to do the same thing your older brother's doing. I mean, if it's feeling like the right thing for you to do and you're not setting a goal that is foreign or not made for you, here's the list of foreign goal characteristics to know if the goal you choose is not made for you, if it has any of these characteristics. If it passes this test and it feels right, go for it. The things you choose for your life should not make you feel uncomfortable. They should make you feel excited. So make sure that the goal that you choose, you're genuinely drawn towards, have excitement about. Don't BS yourself. It's better to sit with no goal for a couple weeks and think about, what do I really want, and get in alignment with who you actually are when setting your goal, than it is to chase some BS goal for a couple years or a couple months more realistically and then quit on it. But make sure that your goal is tangible and measurable. And that leads me to my next step. In order to get what you want, you must first believe that you can actually attain it deep down. And you must consistently change your thoughts, beliefs, and the narrative of your life to align with the things that you want. In addition, you must attune yourself to feel good. Because when you're feeling good, you're bringing good things into your life. So when doing the work each day, you must get into a positive headspace, attune to the identity of what you desire before putting in effort, and then make sure that you're feeling abundance, like you already have the thing that you desire, or you're at least not coming from a place of lack. Like, you know you don't have it, but you want it. Do not do that. Come from a place of you're content and happy with who you are because you're connected to your spirit and you're just feeling good, or come from a place of feeling like you already have the thing that is you desire. The effort in a positive state and aligned to what you want with this abundance mindset, or at least not coming from a place of lack, is about 10 times more effective than effort from a non-aligned state and coming from a place of lack. So let's get tangible for the next thing. You have to have the right strategy. The right strategy is going to be contingent on you doing the proper research and deciding how to succeed in your industry while working with intention of determining the plan that's going to work best for you, that you're actually going to follow. And when you're finding the right strategy, if you want to start your own business, for example, it's super important that you view your business as its own organism, as its own life form. And you're building this life form. And you need to keep your thoughts around your business positive and simple. And you need to work with intention to build this life form as best as it can, like a healthy baby. It's important that you're finding the strategy based off of people who are currently doing what it is you want to do, which includes mentors, which includes people who have succeeded. They share their results and they're showing it on YouTube, which includes books of people who are professionals in that respective industry. Take what all of them have in common and choose the strategy to follow based off of that. This is exactly what I did when I started my first business and sold $1 million worth of product on Amazon. I searched on YouTube how to be a successful Amazon FBA seller. Then I watched videos of about 5 guys who were sharing their results and the comprehensive strategy of exactly what they were doing. I took notes on all of them. I saw what they had in common. I made steps out of it. Okay, they all have this step in common, these 5 steps in common. Let me follow these 7 steps. And then I mastered each of these steps one at a time. It sounds simple. It is from an overall standpoint of how to find the strategy, but it gets complicated because when mastering each of these steps, there's problems within problems. So when mastering the product research, okay, let me research how to do product research. And then, I need a tool to figure out how much monthly revenue everyone's doing. Let me research the best tool to figure out how to determine the monthly revenue. And then let me determine how to use this tool. How is one of these guys that I trust in sharing their results using this tool? None of them are showing how to do it. Well, now I need to go and find some stranger who I don't trust and isn't sharing their results, but still telling me how to use this tool. And that's an example of a problem within a problem. So it gets complicated, and that's why being an entrepreneur isn't simple. And it's difficult, but it's a lot more manageable to do it and master the steps that you need to if you understand there will be problems within problems. And that's a part of the framework that I've been creating, the guardrail system. Next, you must associate pleasure with action and pain with action. First, you must realize we experience pain in this life, but we get to choose that pain. We can direct it towards designing our ideal lives and what it is we desire and who it is we are. Or we can say, I need to pay my dues. I need to serve the economy. I need to contribute. I need to sacrifice. And you let other people design your life for you. Or even worse, you take a backseat entirely. You don't do anything. Nobody's directing your life for you. You're not living your life. And you're only watching screens all day. And you're living in your parents' house, or you're surviving off of the government, or you're 100 pounds overweight. I just saw a guy walking outside the other day, and he just gave me the feeling of how are you supposed to do anything besides watch screens all day? It's a real problem for a lot of people. But anyway, think about what your life will look like if you don't take control and you don't choose your life for yourself, or you don't live life at all. You're not going to be happy. You're going to be zoned out, watching too much TV. You're not going to develop your spirit at all. You're going to have regrets when you're old. Your family might not respect you very much. These are all the things that inaction equals. This is what you have to associate with inaction. Inaction equals pain. Inaction equals not being worthy of a good relationship, of my family not respecting me, of my girlfriend leaving me, of having regrets about my life when I'm old, of not developing the part of me that has a chance of transcending this life. Now, of course, there's times where you're not taking action towards building your business or building your goals or building a personal goal that you have for your life that are still productive because you're spending time with your girlfriend, or you're going to the gym and exercising, or you're reading a book, or you're unplugging for an hour or two at the end of the day and you flip on the TV. There's nothing wrong with recharging your batteries and eating and cooking and being healthy and giving yourself some structure for coping mechanisms when you're feeling really down. But in general, your life should be structured for action and building the reality that you've chosen to design for yourself. And recharging your batteries is a part of that. But when you're abusing that. Don't watch more than an hour or two of TV or crap every day, that's for sure. So you have to replace that though. So if you're cutting bad habits and bad mindsets, you have to replace them with good mindsets and what it is you desire. And every time you're taking action, it equals building an amazing intimate relationship, having an amazing group of friends, having a ton of money, whatever compelling future that you can build based off of this. What this is going to equal: freedom, money, building your authentic spirit, a good intimate relationship, your family thinking that you're awesome and respecting you, and you upgrading your genetics, and then your kids and your kids' kids live better existences because of it. This is pleasure. When you're taking action, be in a positive state. Literally get your hand out and be cheesy and say, good job. Good job. You're doing it. Good job. Like, be easy on yourself when you're taking action. And I know it sounds ridiculous, but our brains are much easier to trick and manipulate than you think. Like, we're monkeys. Like, we're pretty simple. We're apes. We're relatively easy to steer our thoughts and steer our nervous system. But it's important that when you're doing this, you're actually feeling good, actually feeling positive about yourself, and eliciting positive emotions when you're taking action. So action equals pleasure and action equals pain. The final thing that I have here to do personally in order to master the science of achievement is you need to build a genuinely compelling future for yourself. So you have these goals, you have your character traits, but if your future doesn't actually excite you, genuinely excite you, it's going to be hard to get out of bed in the morning. It's going to be hard to really stay motivated on those off days, because if it's like the absolute best case scenario that I believe I can build for my life, and you have to actually believe it and then tie it to your character traits and your goals and believe it deep down. If that reality doesn't excite you or get you out of bed in the morning, then you need to go back to the drawing board, get real with yourself about what would actually be a good life. And if you're stuck in the mud and you're in a really bad place and you're on antidepressants, which are numbing your nervous system and numbing you from accessing higher parts of yourself, then you need to at least decide on a life that is way better than my current life. And there's pain, much more pain, with what I'm currently doing or where I'm currently at than where I want to go. The work of where I want to go is way less painful than where I'm currently at. So build a genuinely compelling future for yourself. Get real. It has to actually be compelling for you uniquely. Don't care about what other people's futures excite them, and be specific. How are you going to feel? Who's going to be around? Where are you going to be at? What are you going to be doing? And you have to believe it. Set a future for yourself in the following categories: relationships, your inner circle of who you love and trust, and your outer circle of friends that you have, connections, acquaintances, business connections, career connections, networking, whatever. Don't BS anything. Choose an inner circle and an outer circle that you would like. Maybe you would like a huge inner circle, but that's probably unlikely. Maybe you want a good inner circle where you can bring in cool people from an outer circle, and then you and your inner circle are having a grand time with other outer circles, and you keep cycling in outer circles. But you and your inner circle are just like, yeah, we're good. This is fun. Create a compelling future in career and financial. How much money do you want? What's your goals for your career? Who do you want to be? What's something that genuinely excites you and that you know you're capable of that is in accordance with who you really are? Health and wellness and the way you feel. Like, when you're adopting these character traits of your ideal life, how's that going to make you feel? Who are you going to be? You're probably going to be in a positive state all the time when you have these good things. You're going to be feeling refreshed, free, yourself, authentic, vulnerable while you have this amazing life. And again, we get to choose. So a reality like this does exist if you choose it. Toys and trips. What do you want? Like, just superficially, what do you want? And you shouldn't desire nice things for prestige or status, but if you want nice things because you like nice things and they'll improve your lifestyle, that's cool. So maybe a Honda Accord touring is just as good as a M5 for you because you just want a new car. You just want like a nice leather car. Honda Accord hits 80% of the benefits of getting a new car. I'll just be honest. If you don't believe me, go to the car dealership and check out a brand new Honda Accord that's a touring version, and like, oh wow, this is actually pretty nice. So you have to believe that by taking action with the right plan and the right mindset consistently and doing everything that we've been talking about, you will build this life for yourself. You can expect it, and that's a part of actually bringing it into your reality, is expecting it. But you need to choose things that are authentic to you and you believe that you can have deep down and actually get you excited. If you want help or would like to work together to help you attain a big goal of yours, we have guardrails for school and work in life, college, university, corporate, but we don't have them for accomplishing any personal goals or entrepreneurship goals you might have. I lay out all of these things that we've talked about, plus multiple other things. We personalize it. We work with you to determine who you actually are, what you actually want, and then we commit to 4 months to hitting your goal. And if you're not happy, money back. That's the way it works. To start wrapping up, guys, The things that you have to do personally to master the science of achievement are align with your spirit as opposed to your ego, establish the character traits that you're going to have while living your ideal life, establish the life that you're going to have while having these ideal character traits, set specific tangible goals, consistently think of the things that you desire and want and the goals that you have as opposed to the things that you don't. Get into the right headspace, attuned to what you desire and who you are with your desired reality while in alignment with your ideal character traits before taking action. Then you have to find the right strategy based off of people who are verifiably doing exactly what you want to do. Next, you have to build a genuinely compelling future for yourself, one that you truly believe you can accomplish. I hope this video is helpful for you guys. I post a new one every week now. Please subscribe if you did find it helpful. If you have any feedback, questions about some of the things I went over, drop a comment. Other than that, I hope you have a great rest of your day, or a great rest of your night, and I will see you in the next one. Peace. What up, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up? Ah, man, there's no way of faking anything. You just gotta hop on, do it over and over and over, and then maybe eventually you'll be good.